Okay, so this is the dollhouse. As you can see, it's got a few areas that need fixing. I got this pretty cheap, so I knew even without seeing it that it was going to have a little bit of work done to it. But the rooms are nice and big. The staircase on this part looks really nice. It comes up into an attic part, and of course I'm going to paint the rooms. There is a fireplace down here, and I may or may not leave that one, or if I can get it off of there nicely, then I may add to it or do something a little bit different with it. But it's really nice, and of course everything has open doors to every room, which makes it nice. And this is out in my garage right now, so I don't have the best lighting out here, but this is the front of it. I just think it looks really Victorian. Looks really pretty. It's got this big wraparound porch on it. That one area of the porch is the only thing that I see that's damaged. Now the roof is a little bit damaged. There's a little place missing over here, so I'm going to fill that in with some wood glue, wood filler. This part here, but I actually plan to make shingles, and I'm going to do a video on that with my process. I'm going to make my own. I see where you can buy some, but I've seen a lot of reviews on them saying that, you know, once you glue them, they curl up real bad, so I've got an idea in my head that I'm going to try. And it looks like maybe somebody started to paint this thing and then just didn't finish. So it just needs some love, but I think it's really nice. I think once I get done with it and add a touch of Janet to it, then, you know, it will be awesome. And hopefully my girl Madison will love it for years to come. But here's necessities of the day. I'm cheap, and the kids waste soda at times. They don't drink them all, and I don't make a big deal because I don't really want them to have that much soda anyway. So I buy the cheap stuff. But I've got a bunch of chalk paint, painter's tape, brushes, and this is from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to put my brushes on this side and the paint, whatever I use down in here, as long as it's one of the bigger ones. I'm sure the smaller ones will just frustrate me. Just to kind of hold it. I'm not going to actually pour any paint down in there because I'm going to paint the rooms so many different colors. And I guess this is the fun part, deciding what to paint what. Now, one thing I have thought of is I've been looking and watching other people build all kinds of dollhouse furniture, and some of it is so cute, and some of it will be very delicate. So she's only a year and a couple months old right now, so the high chance that she may break something is there. And so I thought about using some of this Dollar Tree dollhouse furniture first, and they even sell some little dolls, and this would be maybe what I give to her in the beginning, like the get-go. So they sell these, and they come in this little package like this. Now, scale-wise, this really isn't the right size, but she's a year and something old, and she won't know. By Christmas, she'll be like 18 months old. So this would be a very good option for her. You know, the house itself will be kind of delicate anyway, but it will be sitting on a table. But if she plays with these in there for now, then it won't be a big deal. As long as she's not putting anything in her mouth, of course. Maybe she can have the shoes, but you could take the shoes off of these. They're not bad little dolls. The outfits on them are like a plastic, so they leave a little something to be desired, but we can make something else for those along the way. Maybe a Christmas or two down the line, I'll have enough furniture made to go inside the house. The bigger deal will be is making sure I know how tall my ceilings are, where my windows are, if she already has the house, you know, and where things could sit in a room, as to how they could be situated if I don't actually have the house with me. So this almost makes me want to find another one, but I won't ever do anything with it but look at it. But this is a pretty nice little sized doll for even going up these steps. Even the wood pieces are $1 each, and this is the probably the most delicate piece that they have as far as what they have to offer. And I don't know, it's pretty. It's not loose or anything. The chairs is really nice. You get kind of like a lot of detail in that. Now it's kind of just deciding what room is what. So I'm thinking this would have to be the kitchen. Maybe the table and everything would be in here. You know, this would be the front foyer. This could be the living room, and then we can have some bedrooms upstairs. We're gonna need a bathroom. I'm thinking this would be the bathroom because this other room is super huge. And then we've got bedrooms that can be upstairs and maybe a playroom or something. So, got a few things that I need to fix on it, of course, and I definitely am going to paint these. Got some baby wipes handy. This is just in a cute little container that they give you at like Toys R Us. All right, for the kitchen, I'm thinking either this salmon coral. This is home decor, folk art. You can get this at Walmart or even Michael's. This is the color rhubarb. So I'm gonna kind of open them up and look. This is kind of what they look like. I'm thinking the rhubarb would be really good for a kitchen. Okay, so I'll have to do a voiceover for this part, but I started out putting painter's tape on there, but it became to be such a pain. I thought, well, I'll just go back over it. And of course, if I got anything on the floor, I was going to put something on the floor anyway. So I go through, and I'm going to eventually have to put 2 coats of paint on each room. And by the end of this, I have not yet put 2 coats on every one. I choose like a gray for the living room. And the brush I'm using wouldn't go in that smaller container, and that's why I ended up having to pour it in there. And then it ends up that the handle breaks on it, but that ends up actually helping me out before it's all said and done, because then I'm able to get inside the foyer area really easily. And I decided to make that like the cocoa brown color. And at the end, I think I show like all the colors that I'm going to use for these. Yeah. So they come out really nice. I love that bright, cheery kitchen. They say if your kitchen's bright like a yellow or a coral or something, it like sets the mood. So I think that's kind of cool. I don't know if I buy into all that, but it works for now for the dollhouse. So this is the kitchen. I still need to go around, of course, the windows, and I'm going to make curtains to go in here. And like I say, this is a 1 coat, so you can definitely already tell here that I had to have 2 coats on there. But I'll let this thoroughly dry before I put another coat on that. The brown did a little bit better just because it's darker, but it had to have a second coat as well. I thought I'd kind of keep that like a neutral color. And then the living room, I did a mineral is the color. And it's kind of like a gray chalk color. And I had to put 2 coats on this as well, in order for that board to kind of not show through as much. And somebody else had painted this. There are some drip marks that were already there. Actually, it's not paint, I'm lying. That's actually glue that actually dripped down, I guess, from where they put it together. And of course, it's not dry, so I got paint on me there. But that's the living room. And I like this color. I kind of wish it was just a little bit darker though, so I haven't made up my mind if I'm going to leave it this color or not. I think for the outside I'm going to do like a blue and gray, but we'll get to that eventually. I'm hoping to process all of this, you know, so you can see everything that I'm making. So I painted the 1-bedroom pink. And I'm not too happy with this pink because it just wasn't dark enough. So I end up using, this is a vintage Victorian. I end up mixing it with another pink color just to make it just a little bit darker before it's all said and done. And I thought maybe I would do a different color for that back wall, but that just got to be somewhat too complicated for me. And at the end, I'll kind of go through some of these rooms because I lost some video footage. And there's where I mix the two colors together. And this is where you kind of get in trouble, because if you don't mix enough to make it work the first time, you have a really hard time figuring out what you mixed later on. So there's the bubblegum and the Victorian pink together. And I actually like that mixture. I think it came out really pretty. So I probably will do a different accent color on that back wall just to make sure that I have enough, you know, paint. For the middle area, I decided to do it as a playroom. So I used this yellow color. And it definitely needs a second coat. There it is. And I definitely have to go around and do like the doorways and different things. But I may go back and do those in like a brown or a black just to offset them some. And like I say, I definitely want to do something different with that back wall. I may even just leave it white, but I would definitely get it another white color. So for the little boys' room, is what I'm thinking this will be. I painted it an Italian sage. But I really think I'm going to probably go back and change this one, which is the beauty of it all. You can change your mind, and it's just paint, and it's a small area, so. But I'm not sure that I just like that color for a boy. My son loves yellow, and I thought that the playroom being bright and sunny and yellow would be great. But I think I may choose a lighter green or something else different. I don't know. I'm going to look around on some of my colors and see what I have, and maybe even go back to the store and look around too. So this is the middle hallway under the bedroom. And I love that color. I kind of wish I would have made the master bedroom that color. And then my bathroom is going to be this brown. And I'm kind of just taking you through the rooms. Some of the footage where I actually painted some of this didn't really come out all that well, or I've lost the footage at some point. I'm kind of going through. This is actually with a second coat on the kitchen. But not everything yet has a second coat. And there's the entryway. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to even paint the steps right now because I can't really get to them. But we'll see. That's what this adventure is going to be, I guess, with all of it. That's my living room, and there's 2 coats on that as well now. That's the only bad thing about not actually putting this together originally myself, is that I can see some of the flaws, which I very well could have gotten droopy glue on there as well. But alright, so there's kind of an overview of the painting. Like I say, I'm not really done with it all yet. Not everything has 2 coats. Definitely want to do something to the top part. But I'm going to move along and show you some other things that I've done and that I'm super excited about. If you have any questions, of course, leave them down below. Now, I decided to buy vinyl flooring and cut it up into slats to kind of look like wood flooring.
And I placed it down in the kitchen, and I started it out to see how well this would come out and if I liked it or not. And so I went out there and I started placing it down on the thing and realized that it looked so good that I just loved it. So I measured the room, and on each piece of wood I put longer ones every other side of the room. So I started like on the left side of the room, I started with a piece, and then on the right side of the room I'd start with the longer piece, because these weren't as wide as the room itself. And then as I came up along, then I had little sections to fill in. So with each time I would leave a space, I went back and just cut on the pieces that I had cut with a utility knife and placed them in the middle of those. And I just measured them out and placed them in there. But I just think it looks so good. I was really pleasantly surprised at how well it looked. And I almost bought different flooring, but I thought, well, in an original house, a lot of times we always have the same flooring anyway. And maybe I wouldn't put this down for everything, but I thought how much fun would it'll be to make like little throw rugs and just little things that can go in each room and just kind of decorate each one of them up.
So
just kind of an overview of everything I've done so far. I'm going to end it here for now, but there's going to be many more videos of this journey of fixing up this little dollhouse. If you like these type of videos, please give me a thumbs up. Click subscribe if you don't want to miss out. Make sure you hit that bell. That'll notify you every time I upload a new video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And as always, thanks for your love and support. Thanks for watching. And I hope you enjoy, and y'all take care and have a great day.